Smell that? Obviously you can't smell that because we ain't got smelly vision. If our bike's on fire. So welcome back to the channel everybody, and just going to warn you, this video is a bit of a rant about James Bond. Now if you're not into James Bond, you might as well turn off now, because I've got some concerns I just want to go over with you and give you some background information on the new James Bond 25 film that's going to be coming out next year. So, new James Bond film, No Time to Die. Oh my goodness, it looks like it's going to be another woke film. You got a lady scriptwriter, which isn't a bad thing. You had a lady scriptwriter for the Sean Connery ones, for From Russia with Love, and one of the other ones, I can't think of it for my life. Anyway, and they did a good job. But there seems to be a thing in a holiday with Hollywood at the minute. With the Me Too thing that's going on, because obviously you had Weinstein messing with like female actresses, and it's not just female actresses, it was also kids as well that have been getting abused. So you've got this Me Too thing that's going on. JJ Abrams and his missus are all behind it as well. So now they feel guilty, so now they feel like they've got to make amends by destroying franchises, by replacing what are men characters with female characters, which is ridiculous. It's like, well, just come up with a whole new character. We've seen it, we've already seen it. We've seen it with Star Wars, which is now destroyed. Star Wars is dead. We've just seen it with Terminator Dark Fate. That was completely woke. That has bombed at the cinema, and it is crap. And then we've also seen it with the CW out in America with Batwoman, where she has taken over all the Batman stuff, and yet again it's lost 700,000 viewers. There's more people on YouTube. There's people on YouTube that have got more viewers than people that are watching the Batwoman, because they just can't get it into their head. And they've done the same thing with James Bond. So initially they leaked that there's a black female actress. Let me get her name. Lasagna Lynch. Yeah, I'll put her name up there anyway. Lasagna Lynch or Lasagna Lynch. Anyway, she's in Captain Marvel. She's the black pilot in that. She's a British actress. So they leaked that she was going to be the new 007, and they said that in the film M was going to call 007 in, and she would come in his place. She's the new 007. Oh my god! I did a video on this before. Everyone went mental. It's just like, fuck off. It's just like, no. So I watched Mr. H Reviews. He's a really good channel. I'll put a link if I can remember how to do it. I'll put it up there. Go watch his. He's just done another video on this as well. So yeah, so it looks like the backlash from that, they're not going to make a 007. They're going to make another 00, but it's just fucking ridiculous, really. And there are 3 other blokes that are in the frame for the next James Bond. I don't think they're going to go down the woman route. Anyway, so that's another story. So let me have a look at my notes. Barbara Broccoli. Now, her dad, he originally produced James Bond, and she came out with and said that James Bond needs to be more sensitive to the post-Me Too era. And it's just like, are you having a giraffe? James Bond is a cold-hearted assassin. He is to go out there, find who the baddies are, and kill them. No ifs, no buts. Kill them with extreme prejudice on behalf of Her Majesty's government. And that is it. End of story. He is a badass. And in his job, and because he does that job, he's obviously got a lot of issues. You know, he doesn't make friends that well, and if a woman does come along that he likes, he's going to see her because he's a good looking bloke. Anyway, and that's what they've said. They said, no, we can't do that anymore. Oh, Anyway, they're going to drive the franchise into the ground. This is going to be absolute pump. Another bit that come out on the Mr. H review was in this film he's obviously retired now, and he comes out of retirement to help because they got an issue with some super baddie, and he's married. He married the girl from the last film, but she won't take his surname, which ain't a biggie, but it's just another little dig at James Bond to show that the women are strong, sensitive female women. And we've had strong women in films before. I've said it once, I've said it before, twice even. You've had Sigourney Weaver back in the 80s with Alien and the Aliens. You've had, who's the other one? Someone else, yeah, the original Terminator, the lady out of that. Amazing. So, you know what I mean? They were doing it back then, but now they just seem to think it's some new thing where they've got to have strong female. Anyway, it spins me out. I'm lost for words. Anyway, so another point. Yeah, there's apparently a scene in it where he's trying to get the aeroplane up, and she's going, get it up, why can't you get it up? And he turns around and goes, oh, I've never had this problem before. Just another little dig. And then, and what's the other one? Oh, now I don't know if this is true or not. He's reported on this. There's a scene where I keep wanting to say lasagna. It's not lasagna. It's Leanna. Yeah, Lynch. She's talking about periods, and then she throws a used tampon in a dustbin. Let that sink in for a minute. Have you ever seen a James Bond film where he has a dump, wipes his arse, he's talking about having dumps, and then throws the toilet roll into the fucking bin and flushes it? No, if this is true, this franchise is dead. Now, this film has cost 250 million. It's 5 more million than Spectre. And I'll tell you what, if they keep going down this route, they've fucked it. And they've got the same old thing where, and we've seen it before, we saw it with Dark Fate, where the director for Dark Fate, he turned around and went, this film is going to scare misogynist men, you won't want to go and watch it. And guess what? No blokes went and watched it. You had the same with Doctor Who, where they turned him female and they made a big thing out of it and basically alienated all the fan base. And they're doing it here with James Bond. They're alienating the fan base. And I think one of the combat indicators early on as well that this film is probably going to fail and is going to be shit is Danny Boyle was originally going to direct it, so he was directing it, and his mate John Hodge, who's a screenwriter, was with him, and they left the film halfway through because they couldn't get on with what Broccoli and the direction that they wanted to take James Bond. Ian Fleming will be turning in his grave. There's nothing wrong with doing a character like James Bond, like the Americans did with Jason Bourne, JB, James Bond, JB. Why don't they? That's all they're to do. They just make a whole new character and introduce this new character. Not steal, like they've done with Batwoman and Terminator and everything else, take another a man's character and make it a woman's character. It's mental. It'd be, if the shoe was on the other foot, if you was to remake Mary Poppins like they've just done, but put a black bloke as Mary Poppins, set in Victorian times. Fudge off! It ain't gonna wash, is it? Oh, it's just absolutely redonkulous. I, for one, I'm a massive James Bond fan, and I grew up with the Sean Connery ones and the Roger Moore ones, and the latest Daniel Craig ones have been good, but no, if they go down this route, I will not be giving any of my money, like I won't be giving any of my money to the new Star Wars film. No way, Jose. So, like I said, go check out Mr. H's reviews. He puts it a bit more eloquently than me. Oh, she's backing up. But yeah, I hope that they're going to dial it back a bit and they're not going to ruin James Bond, because I'll tell you what, it'll be another Dark Fate and they won't be making any money. And on that point, I'm going to end that video there. So, remember, if you like the videos, give us a thumbs up, that helps the algorithm. If you haven't already subscribed, smash the red subscribe button, that would be very nice. And if you are a subscriber, hit the notification bell. That way, every time this bell end uploads a video, you'll get notified. And that, my friends, is Jim Diesel out.